Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Black Diamond Sports Network here tonight at Shamokin High School for the Shamokin area Indians and the Southern Columbia Tigers in the Heartland Conference playoffs. Brian Christiana here tonight with Dave Sandry. And Dave, we are now officially into the great part of basketball season.
Playoff season. Nothing better. I expect this to be a real good ball game tonight because I'll tell you what, both Shamokin and Southern are playing good basketball right now. They really are. So I feel it'll be a good, hard-fought, banging match tonight. I really do. I think they're both physical, and I feel that rebounding and turnovers is going to be a big key tonight.
100%. The Black Diamond Sports Network here tonight at Shamokin High School, and Shamokin area won their division. We were down at Selinsgrove in one of the biggest games all season, not just for Shamokin, not just for Selinsgrove, but for the whole Heartland Conference. Right. And dang, they put on a good show.
Yeah, they did. They were lucky in the end. They were up 18, 50-32, and ended up
barely squeaking by.
Selinsgrove come down in the last minute of the game, had a chance to go ahead or tie the game, and missed a couple easy shots and threw the ball away in a couple turnovers, and, that hurt them. But give Shamokin credit. They hung in there and found a way to win. Even though they gave that big lead up, they still found a way to win the ball game.
And then the Southern Columbia Tigers, one of the other stories here tonight, they are the wild card team. Yep. So they're the wild card team. They got here tonight. Big game here for the Southern Columbia Tigers, but they've been getting hot as well.
Oh, absolutely. Real hot. They're all playing well. The Gehret boys, Griscavage, doing a great job. Malakoski, they're all right now kicking on all cylinders, which is what they need right now, because that's what you need. You want to be at your best when it comes to playoffs. So, hey,
Dave, we'll see what happens. You make a lot of valid points there. One interesting headline, fans, I want you to keep in the back of your mind. The number is 17. The number is 17, okay? That is 17 points needed by Nate Gallagher for 1,000. Okay? 1,000 for Nate Gallagher. That's pretty much the offensive leader for the team.
I get that, but if we're going to, as a team, worry about that,
I'm sure they're not.
I've got a problem because it'll show up. Believe me, you'll be hesitant on shots, hesitant on passes. That's not what you want. You want to play the game. If he gets them, fine. If he doesn't, he'll get them the next game. Not a big deal.
Southern Columbia Tigers and the Shamokin area Indians here on the Black Diamond Sports Network. Brian Christiana here. Back with Dave Sandry, and here's your starting lineups. First, we'll start with Southern. The visitors on the scoreboard, they are wearing black jerseys, black shorts with the gold stripe on the side. Starting lineup, here we go. Number 0, Nate Gallagher, the senior point guard for the Tigers. The one you have to watch out for on the offensive end. Likes to score for them. Next, you have the left-handed sniper, Gehret. He's a junior guard, wearing number 3. Then you have number 10, Ben Gehret, the small forward for the team. Very physical defender. Then you have Braydon Griscavage, the power forward for the Tigers. And I found out some information today prior to the game that he got operated on his shoulder recently. So it's going to be tough for the senior. Again, he is in pain, but he's playing here tonight. And then in the middle for the Tigers, Mr. Jace Malakoski. Now for the Indians, coached by Chris Zimmerman. We are now looking at number 1 at Xavier Paul, who Dave and I have seen many times at Xavier Paul, a great ball player for the Indians, a sophomore. He'll be in the middle. Then you have Schroyer, number 5, the junior. Then you'll have junior number 11, Colin Steinhart. Sophomore guard number 13, Barrett Walsh. And then the Indians going big today. They are going big lineup tonight. Andrew Leffler, the 5th starter for the Indians. Dave, this is going to be a big ball game again. Two close schools. I mean, 15 minutes separate these two. These teams have played before already this season, and the Indians were victorious. But Jace Malakoski wasn't there for the Tigers. Him in the middle can definitely be a big impact.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, Southern's playing well, and they're peaking at the right time. And I didn't know about Malakoski did not play out at the Shamokin game back in December. And I think Shamokin won by 8. Am I right? 8
It was very close. That's all. It was very close. And that was during the holiday tournament at Shamokin area. Winner of this game will face the winner of Warrior Run versus Lewisburg. 2 very good ball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Green Dragons are here. They are starting to fill in the one side of the bleachers.
Yep.
And we had the Lewisburg Green Dragons on the Black Diamond Sports Network up in Mount Carmel area, and they had their way with the Red Tornadoes.
Tell you what, they're playing good basketball right now. They really are. But this is the time of year you got to play it. You got to play it at this time of the year.
And now it's time for the starting lineups here today. Southern Columbia again wearing the black with gold trim on the side. Shamokin area wearing the white with purple numbers and then a checkered print on the side. First, Nate Gallagher for the Southern Tigers. Nate Gallagher, the senior. Next would be Jake Gehret, number 3. Senior guard, number 10, Ben Gehret. Guard, number 34, Braydon Griscavage. And then Jace Malakoski, number 44. So there's a starting 5 for the Tigers. Now it's time for the Indians. The Indians, record of 14-8. First is number 1 Xavier Paul. Next is number 5 Crew Schroyer. Next is junior number 11 Colin Steinhart. Guard number 13 Barrett Walsh. And then senior number 21 Andrew Leffler. They're coached by Chris Zimmerman, longtime coach at Shamokin area. So I believe it's been over 10 years for Chris Zimmerman already.
Over 10? I thought it was longer than that.
I mean, yeah, wow. I would say it's about 13, 14 years.
It might be because I think Whitetovich has been at Southern at least 4.
I would say about 4.
4, yeah. And I know Zimmerman's been here a long time at Shamokin, long time.
One interesting headline, fans, I want you to keep in the back of your mind. The number is 17. The number is 17, okay? That is 17 points needed by Nate Gallagher for 1,000. Okay, 1,000 for Nate Gallagher, the pretty much the offensive leader for the team.
Here we go.
Ronnie Marshall has the ball at center court. He is going to throw it up. Malakoski and Schroyer at midcourt. And it goes to the Indians to start off. Leffler has the ball. Leffler throws it to Steinhart. Steinhart to Walsh. Now to it, Xavier Paul. Back to Schroyer. Schroyer passes to Leffler near the Southern Columbia bench. He gets it to Steinhart up top. Barrett Walsh on the left wing throws it inside to Schroyer. He's guarded by Griscavage. He goes up. It's in. Schroyer for 2-0 in favor of the Indians. Ben Gehret has the ball. Ben gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher, pump face, drives right. Throws it inside to Malakoski, but good block by Andrew Leffler. Steinhart has the ball. Steinhart bringing it down. Gets it to Leffler. Leffler dribbles, gets it back to Steinhart. Now to it, Xavier Paul. Barrett Walsh has it on the right wing. Now in the hands of Andrew Leffler up top. Three-pointer for Crew Schroyer is off, rebounded by Nate Gallagher. Gallagher dribbles. He gets it into Griscavage. Now to Ben Gehret. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it out to Gallagher. Backcourt violation, turnover for the Tigers. 2-0 in favor of the Indians with 6:57 remaining in the first. Steinhart's going to inbound it. Leffler's going to bring the ball down for the Indians. 6:52 remaining in the first. Leffler has it. Gets it to Walsh. Now in the hands of Colin Steinhart. Steinhart skip passes. Leffler drives into the lane. Kicks it out. It's Xavier Paul for 3. Shot is up and off. And rebounded by Griscavage. Nice box out there by the senior Griscavage.
Definitely.
6:32 remaining. Jake Gehret has it. He gets it up top to Ben Gehret, guarded by Leffler. Shamokin playing man defense here on the Tigers. Ben goes right, goes in, throws it up way off. Malakoski puts it back, but it's off. He gets the rebound. Gallagher for three. Shot is up and off, rebounded by Ben Gehret. He gets it to Malakoski. Malakoski to Ben Gehret. Ben gets it to his brother Jake. Jake goes in for the layup. It's off. Rebounded by Malakoski. Malakoski gets it out to Gallagher. Gallagher drives. He puts up the layup and it's off and rebounded by Colin Steinhart.
Well, they're having trouble finding a bucket, aren't they?
Steinhart drives near the foul line. He goes in the post. Throws it up. And it's way off. Rebounded by Jace Malakoski. Ben Gehret to Gallagher. Gallagher for three. It's good for Nate Gallagher. 3-2 in favor of the Tigers. Steinhart with the ball. Steinhart gets it over to Leffler. Leffler to Schroyer near the foul line. He's guarded by Griscavage. Schroyer drives right. Spins. Good defense by the Tigers. And the shot is off. Rebounded by Ben Gehret. Gallagher bringing the ball down. Gallagher goes. He puts up the layup for two. 5-2 in favor of the Tigers. 5:12 remaining in the first quarter. Steinhart to Schroyer. Now to Walsh. Pick and roll. They get it to Schroyer. Schroyer back spins on Griscavage. He picks up his dribble. Tigers swarming through Schroyer. It's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to go to the Tigers. Dave, after a slow start, the Tigers seem like they're getting momentum.
Yeah, they do. They do. The first minute and a half to maybe 2 minutes in, they were really slow. And all of a sudden, that three, backdoor layup, got them moving.
Gallagher, 5 points for the Tigers. Ben Gehret bringing the ball down. They get the ball to Gallagher. Gallagher drives. He puts it up. A block in the basket. Nate Gallagher is on a 7-0 run himself, Dave.
Yep. Well, that was a block. Absolutely a great call. Great call.
7-2 now in favor of the Tigers. Gallagher's going to go to the line to shoot one. 4:49 remaining in the first. Gallagher makes the free throw. 8-2 Tigers. Nate Gallagher with all 8 points for the Tigers. Xavier Paul gets it to Leffler. Leffler drives. Good pick and roll with it. Xavier Paul for two. Xavier Paul makes the layup. It's an 8-4 lead in favor of
That's why they got to get back in the offense right there.
Ben Gehret goes down, but blocked by Andrew Leffler. Xavier Paul to Steinhart. Layup is good. 8-6 in favor of the Tigers. Ben Gehret has the ball. Ben Gehret guarded by Leffler. He gets it, and it's stolen by Schroyer. Schroyer goes down. He puts the shot up, and it is good. 4-0 run, 6-0 run, actually, for the Indians. Griscavage goes. He's guarded by Xavier Paul. Now it's in the hands of Jake Gehret. Gehret drives left. Backdoors it to Griscavage, but it ends up being stolen, but then it goes... Walsh hit it. It's going to go out of bounds. Walsh probably could have let that go, Dave, and it would have been Indian ball.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was off of. I couldn't tell. Over there they knew it, but I couldn't tell who it was.
8-8. 3:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Gallagher has the ball. Gallagher inbounds it to Jake Gehret. Jake goes down. Reverse layup is good by Jake Gehret. 10-8. 3:41 remaining in the first. Steinhart to Xavier Paul. Back to Steinhart. Steinhart gets it to Koklinski. Now to Schroyer. Kaletja gets it on the right wing. Now Steinhart goes in, guarded by Ben Gehret. He misses it, and rebounded by Steinhart. Steinhart draws the foul. We'll see who that's on. I think it's going to be Ben Gehret for Southern Columbia.
That was tough.
And they do call it on Ben Gehret. His first, team's first. Colin Steinhart's going to go to the line, and Anthony Martino comes into the game. They're going to call that foul on the floor, actually.
Yes.
.8, 3:22 remaining in the first quarter. Koklinski gets the ball into it. Xavier Paul, guarded by Martino. He puts up the two, and it's good.
Tell you what, he was tough.
Ben Gehret bringing the ball down for the Tigers. Ben gets it over to Braydon Griscavage. Griscavage dribbles, gets it to Martino. Now in the hands of Gehret. Ben gets it up to Martino. Martino to Griscavage. Martino gets it to Griscavage, and he's driving. Puts up the little hook shot. Wow, what a layup there by Griscavage.
Yeah, nice.
12-10, 2:40 remaining in the first. Steinhart gets it over to Xavier Paul. Now it's in the hands of Koklinski, guarded by Gehret. Now into Xavier Paul, who's guarded by Anthony Martino, the senior for the Tigers. Xavier Paul drives right. He goes inside. Nice layup by the sophomore forward for the Indians. It's now a tied ball game, 12-12.
Tell you what, he's tough to watch. I'm telling you, he is a tough, physical player.
Gehret gets it to Griscavage near the right wing. Now it's in the hands of Gehret. Gehret to Gallagher. Gallagher gets a screen from Griscavage. Pick and roll with Griscavage. He pump fakes, puts it up, and he gets fouled.
What is that on? Looks like 33. Is that what he called it on?
On 33.
Yep, that's it.
That is on Kaletja, his first. Griscavage is going to go to the line. First is good. Second shot at the line is off. Rebounded by Xavier Paul. 13-12, 1:52 remaining. Shot is off, rebounded by Gallagher. Gallagher, deep pass, and it's intercepted by Xavier Paul. Xavier Paul gets it to Barrett, Walsh, and the Indians are going to bring it down. 1:40 remaining, 13-12, Tigers. Leffler has the ball. Leffler dribbles right. Skip passes to Schroyer. Now up top to Walsh, back to Leffler on the left wing. To Walsh, Xavier Paul near the foul, and he goes right, puts it up, and it's off. Rebounded by Leffler. Leffler to Walsh for three. It's good for Barrett Walsh. 15-13 in favor of the Indians. 1:10 remaining. Gallagher bringing the ball down for the Tigers. Gallagher gets it over, and that's going to be a foul on Barrett Walsh.
His first, team's third this quarter. You got 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. There's 3 fouls. Shamokin does compared to Southern has 1 as a team foul this quarter.
Walsh hit a big 3 to give the Indians a 2-point lead. Yep. Kissinger inbounds it to Gallagher. Gallagher now over to Jake Gehret, who gets a screen from Malakoski. Pick and roll with Jace Malakoski. He puts it up and it's good. Jace Malakoski. I've been saying this all year, Dave. Well, he is like the glue of the Southern Tigers.
Okay.
Koklinski tries to get it to Walsh. They go past half court, but it's back to Koklinski now on the left wing. Good defense by Blaise Kissinger.
The 40 seconds got a 15-15 tie.
Great game here from Shikawin so far.
Absolutely.
Kaletja gets it over to Koklinski. Now to Paul in the corner. Up top to Walsh. Walsh hands it off to Xavier Paul. Back up to Colin Steinhart up top. He's guarded by Blaise Kissinger. Now in the hands of Xavier Paul, who's guarded by Malakoski. He spins on Malakoski. He kicks it out. Koklinski for 3. Oh, almost falls for Koklinski, but it's rebounded by Xavier Paul. He puts it up, and he gets fouled. Tied ball game, 15-15, 13.8 remaining. And now number 1, Xavier Paul will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot for Xavier Paul is good.
Who's that foul on?
Jace Malakoski.
Wrong number. We got 33 in the book here. It's 44. Am I right?
Yeah, Max Preps had third.
Okay.
Max Preps, yeah.
It's not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Next shot is off. Rebounded by Gallagher. Indians lead by 1. That's going to be a foul on Colin Steinhart. Gallagher was driving down, and he got fouled right near the midcourt line.
Still fourth foul. 10 seconds to go. Shamokin is up 16-15. 10.5 to go in the first quarter.
They're going to inbound it from the side. 10 seconds remaining. Gallagher has the ball. He gets a screen from Malakoski. Gallagher drives right. He puts up the layup, and it's good! Great way to end the quarter for the Tigers. They lead by 1 here from Shikolini High School. 17-16 in favor of the Tigers. We'll be right back. 17-16. Steinhart's going to bring the ball down. Steinhart dribbles. Gets it to Leffler. Leffler back to Steinhart. Now in the hands of Koklinski. I'm sorry, that's Walsh. Walsh gets it to Steinhart. Shamokin has their starting 5 in game. Same. Actually, Southern has Kissinger in the game. Walsh, 3. Bingo!
Hey, what? He's automatic, that boy.
19-17 now in favor of the Indians. Griscavage has the ball. Griscavage gets it to Malakoski near the foul line. Now to Gallagher on the right wing, guarded by Steinhart. Gallagher crosses it over, puts it up. What a layup by Nate Gallagher. Tied ball game. 19-19, 7:15 remaining in the first half. Xavier Paul gets it to Schroyer off his fingers and ends up with Leffler back to Steinhart. Walsh for 3! Oh, it's off and rebounded by Malakoski. Then Gehret gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher. He drives left. Hop steps. Tries to get it to Malakoski. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Indians. Southern is showing a full-court press here. Looks like a 2-2-1 press. Then they get it to Leffler. Leffler, skip passes to Xavier Paul. Good save by it, Xavier Paul. Gets it into Schroyer for 2. Then Gallagher bringing the ball down for the Tigers. Gallagher to Malakoski. Malakoski dribbles to Gallagher. Gallagher for 3. Automatic is Nate Gallagher. 22-21, 6:23 remaining in the first half.
Hey, well, he's on his game. I'll tell you, in the first half.
Schroyer, deep pass with Xavier Paul. He puts it up, and it's good for 2.
Great pass.
Indians lead 23-22. Tigers have the ball. Griscavage, hook shot is up and off. Rebounded by the Indians. Walsh bringing the ball down. Walsh dribbles. Skip passes to Steinhart. Steinhart to Xavier Paul, gets it back to Walsh. Walsh over to Steinhart on the left wing. Now back to Walsh. Steinhart back to Walsh. He dribbles. Back to Steinhart. Now to Schroyer near the corner. Skip passes to Leffler. Leffler throws it over to Steinhart. Back up to Walsh. Chris Zimmerman tells Walsh to reset the offense. Now bounce passes to Leffler. Now throws it over to Xavier Paul.
A 2-3 matchup. It looks like what they're playing right now.
Steinhart hop steps, throws it up, and it's off. Rebounded by Leffler. Leffler steps back, gets it to Steinhart. Back to Leffler. Leffler throws it inside to Xavier Paul, and there's a foul. Let's see who they call it on.
There's a lot of hands there.
It's something on Malakoski, number 44. That's his second. Not the player you want to have a second foul for the Tigers.
Yep. He's going to sit a little while, it looks like.
Looks like we're going to have Martino come back into the game.
Anthony Martino.
He replaces Malakoski, so we have Kissinger, the Gehret brothers, Griscavage, and Anthony Martino in the game. Koklinski comes in, gets it to Leffler. Steinhart for 3. Oh, it's off. Rebounded by Cruz Schroyer. And Jake Gehret ends up getting the ball. It's tipped out of bounds by Koklinski, and it'll go to the Tigers. 23-22, 5:04 remaining in the first half. Ben Gehret has the ball for the Tigers. Ben gets it over to Anthony Martino. Martino Dribbles. Gets it to Ben Gehret, right near the midcourt logo. Gets it to Griscavage, who dribbles left. And he gets fouled by Xavier Paul.
He did. He grabbed him. Grabbed him in the back.
Gallagher's going to come back into the game. Gallagher gets a short break. He replaces Anthony Martino. Southern's going to inbound it from underneath. Gallagher. He throws it to Jake Gehret in the corner. For three. Way off. And it's rebounded by Andrew Leffler. Leffler almost lost the ball. Gets it to Schroyer. Schroyer drives. Guarded by Kissinger. Gets it to Leffler. Like you said, Dave. Yeah. Almost a travel, were you going to say?
Almost twisted his ankle in that play.
Schroyer. Mid-range jumper is up and off. Rebounded by Gallagher. Gallagher. Good pass to Ben Gehret. Who goes? Layup is good.
Ben Gehret.
Tigers take the lead. 24-23. 4:05 remaining in the first half. Steinhart has the ball. Steinhart gets it over to Leffler. Leffler dribbles. Now to Cruz Schroyer. Schroyer to Leffler to Steinhart for three. And it's good. Steinhart hits a big three to give the Indians a 2-point lead. Timeout is called. We'll take a timeout as well here from Shikellamy High School. 26-24. Indians lead. 3:49 remaining here. Ben Gehret's going to bring the ball down. It's Ben Gehret, Kissinger, Griscavage, Jake Gehret, and Nate Gallagher. Jake Gehret has it. Bounce passes to Griscavage. Short jumper is good by the senior Griscavage. Indians have it. Kaletja has it. Gets it over to Koklinski for three. Shot is up and off and rebounded by Nate Gallagher. Gallagher, the senior for the Tigers. He brings the ball down, gets it to Jake Gehret, back to Gallagher. Gallagher gets it to Ben Gehret, right near midcourt. Ben Gehret dribbles, guarded by Xavier Paul. He crosses over, goes left, goes inside for the layup. Oh, and they call an offensive foul.
That was a good call. I was surprised, but man, he stood there because he was coming full steam. He was coming full steam, Ben Gehret was. It's his second foul.
Down ball back in time, give me a final.
Tied ball game, 26-26. Indians have the ball. Steinhart has the ball. He dribbles. Gets it to Schroyer. Schroyer dribbles left. Skip passes to Steinhart. Steinhart hop steps inside. Gets Griscavage in the air and draws the foul.
Yep. That was a good move.
That's his first, team's third here in the second quarter.
On the line for
2 shots at the line for Colin Steinhart, the junior for Shamokin. First shot is good. Second shot is good. Jace Malakoski comes back in 28-26 in favor of the Indians. 2:51 remaining here. Gallagher's going to bring the ball down. He's guarded by Steinhart. Steinhart picks him up a little bit past half court. He gets it to Griscavage on the left wing. He dribbles right. And that's going to be a foul on Kaletja.
Yep. He hammered him.
Chris Zimmerman not happy with the call on the side. He's going to stay with the Tigers. 28-26. 2:39 remaining in the first half. They get the ball in. Gallagher has it, guarded by Steinhart. Gallagher dribbles right. He gets fouled. Nice play by Gallagher to draw the foul, Dave.
Yep. Absolutely. That's Steinhart's second foul. I thought they were going to call it on clear out front here.
I honestly thought that.
He definitely slapped him. Yeah, definitely.
28-26. Gallagher gets it to Griscavage, who gets it back to Gallagher. Corner three. Wow, honey.
Boy, he has a lot of arch on that, doesn't he?
3-point shot for Gallagher.
That's his third of the night.
A turnover is stolen by Gallagher. Here he goes. Nate Gallagher. He gets it to Jake Gehret. Back to Gallagher. Corner three. Shot is off and rebounded by Blaise Kissinger. He gets it to Griscavage. Griscavage dribbles. Hands it off to Blaise Kissinger, who gets a screen from Malakoski. Back to Gallagher up top, who gets it down to Griscavage. Back to Nate Gallagher. Crosses over. Mid-range jumper is up, and it's way off. He's asking for the tip. Did you see it from your angle, Dave?
It wasn't touched. In my opinion, that was not touched at all.
29-28 in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Leffler bringing it down, gets it to Schroyer. Schroyer to Walsh, to Kaletja, to Schroyer. Back to Kaletja, who drives. Throws it out to Schroyer for three. And it's good. 31-29 in favor of the Indians. 1:20 remaining in the first half. Gallagher bringing the ball down. Gallagher gets it to Kissinger. He dribbles left, gets it to Griscavage. Now to Gallagher. 4-3. Shot is off. Rebounded by Griscavage. He puts it up and he gets hacked, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
That's Kaletja's third, if that's the call on him.
That is on 33.
Berkeley's third game for the foul quarter.
Wow.
Foul line for these crowds.
think Shamokin needs to get the ball if they do this half. I think they need to hold it so nobody else gets any more fouls on it.
You make a very valid point, Dave.
I'm telling you, they're getting a little bit in foul trouble right now.
31-30 in favor of the Indians. Griscavage at the line to shoot his second. And it's good. 2 for 2 from the line for Griscavage. Leffler bringing the ball down for Shamokin. He gets it to Xavier Paul. He spins. Oh, good strip by Gallagher. Gallagher bringing the ball down. He gets it to Griscavage for 3. Shot is up. It's going to go out of bounds off the wire up top. 31-31, 48.8 remaining. Steinhart bringing the ball down for the Indians. That's a double dribble. I was waiting to see if they were going to call that, Dave.
I was like, he's not calling that? Then he blew the whistle. He would take a double take at that. Yeah, that was absolutely, definitely a turnover.
Tied ball game, 41 seconds remaining. Griscavage is in an inbound for the Tigers. Gallagher has the ball. Gallagher gets it to Jake Gehret, who's guarded by Walsh, who gets it to Griscavage. Now to Gallagher. Gallagher. Wow, a lot of physical play here. Gallagher has the ball up top, guarded by Leffler. 15 seconds remaining. He gets a screen from Griscavage. Gallagher goes right, spins, goes in, throws up, and it's off. Rebounded by the Indians. Leffler tries to get it to Paul. It's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Indians. Tied ball game, 4 seconds remaining. Barrett, second ball game. Walsh is an inbounder from the side. Walsh gets it to Xavier Paul, who gets it to Steinhart. Inside, puts it up. And the basket counts to end the first half. 33-31 in favor of the Shamokin Indians here at Shikellamy High School in the Heartland Conference playoffs.
Well, it's halftime score, over 33-31. Shamokin in the lead right now. Good first half.
All right.
Physical.
I was going to say, you're probably enjoying every second of this, Dave.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad the refs are calling it both ways. There's a guy from Shamokin, hits him, bangs him, and not taking anything away from the play, doesn't distract from where he's driving or going, I'm good with that. Same thing the other way. If Southern's driving, going somewhere, hey, and you let that one go also, I'm good with that. As long as it's both ways, nobody can argue, because I think they've done a great job in the first half. I really do.
You're 100% right, Dave. Now, congratulations to Nate Gallagher. He was able to pull it off. He got his 1,000th point here tonight. And
he's got it already?
Yeah, they got the picture at center court.
Well, I must have missed that. I must have been doing our announcement.
You were.
Out of it.
This game is just a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, it is.
Is there any way you can tell us some of the statistics you have written down?
Yeah, you have Xavier Paul has 9 points. Schroyer has 9 points. Colin Steinhart has 9 points. And Barrett Walsh has 6. So it's a pretty even, it's real even.
It's difficult for Coach Wojtowicz if it's spread out like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nate Gallagher, he has, I think it's 17. So he must have been 17 and he needed, right? Isn't that okay? And then you have a couple guys, Jake Gallagher and Ben Gehret with 2 apiece. And Braydon Griscavage, he has 7 points. So, I mean, pretty well balanced out all around, but we'll see what happens in the second half.
You're 100% right.
Because I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good ball game. Doing real well.
We are having a lot of fun here at Shikellamy High School here tonight for the Heartland Conference playoffs. Dave Sandry, Brian Christiana here tonight. 33-31 in favor of the Indians. Jake Gehret's going to inbound the ball. He gets it to his brother, Ben. Ben brings the ball down. Starting 5 for the Tigers. Starting 5 for the Indians. Malakoski has at the 3-point line in the center. He dribbles, hands it to Gallagher. Gallagher pump fakes. Good pass to Griscavage inside, who puts it up and it's off. Rebounded by Malakoski, who kicks it out to Ben Gehret. He pump fakes. Now to Gallagher. 4-3. It's off. Rebounded by Schroyer. Indians bringing the ball down, up by 2. Leffler dribbles, goes through the legs, gets it to Schroyer up top. Now to Walsh. Corner. Steinhart. 3. It's good!
That's Shamokin's biggest lead of the night.
5-point lead for the Indians. Gallagher bringing it down. He dribbles right. Hands it off to Jake Gehret. Corner 3. Shot is off. Ends up in the hands of Xavier Paul, but Griscavage ends up getting the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to go to the Indians. 36-31, 7:05 remaining in the third. Steinhart gets it to Xavier Paul. Southern playing man defense here to start the third quarter. Steinhart dribbles right. Steinhart spins. He's guarded by Ben Gehret, who gets it to Leffler. Leffler drives left, spins. Now throws it to Steinhart in the right wing, who gets it up top to Schroyer, then over to Walsh, now in the corner with it, Xavier Paul. He dribbles right, goes inside, puts it up, gets fouled, and it's off. That's going to be on Malakoski for the Tigers.
That's number 44.
Yep, that's his third.
36-31.
Xavier Paul on the line 4.
Xavier Paul will shoot 2 at the line. First shot is good. Second shot is off. Rebounded by Griscavage. Jake Gehret had the ball and he gets fouled by Barrett Walsh. Second, team's first. Tigers bring the ball down. Ben Gehret has it. Ben gets it to Griscavage. Griscavage gets it to Malakoski. He lost it, but saved it. Oh, got away with the travel there. Ben Gehret tried to get to Griscavage, but it's off his hands, and it's going to go to the Indians. Blaise Kissinger is going to come into the game. Replace it, Jace Malakoski. Indians get it in. They get it to Steinhart. Steinhart dribbles, crosses over. Throws it to Leffler. Leffler right near the Shikawimi logo on the court. He gets it to Walsh, who gets it to Steinhart. Back inside to Schroyer, guarded by Griscavage. He puts it up. Schroyer's shot is off, and it's rebounded by Jake Gehret. Here come the Tigers. Jake Gehret. He goes inside, and he gets fouled, it looks like, by Barrett Walsh, who's going to pick up his third.
Yep, that's his third.
And the Tigers are going to get 2 shots at the line.
Jake
Gehret, the left-handed deep shooter for the Tigers, will be at the line shooting 2. First is good. Second is off. Rebounded by Blaise Kissinger. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Tigers. They get it to Ben Gehret. He's going to bring it down. He's guarded by Steinhart. They get it to Gallagher on the left wing. Gallagher bats to Ben Gehret up top. Gets it to Blaise Kissinger, guarded by Schroyer. He drives right. He puts up the layup, and he gets fouled. Down by 5, 37-32 in favor of the Indians.
Number 5, Bruce Porter of the Indians. Second.
That is on your second. Schroyer's second.
Team's third this quarter. Still got a lot of time to go, too.
First shot is good. Second is good. Steinhart bringing the ball down. Steinhart dribbles right, guarded by Ben Gehret. Good defense by the Tigers. Steinhart to Xavier Paul, now to Leffler. Leffler drives baseline. He gets it to Schroyer inside, and it's good.
Nice pass. You know it. Beautiful.
39-34. Ben Gehret has it. Ben Gehret gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher dribbles right. He goes in for the layup, and he makes the 2. 39-36 in favor of the Indians. Leffler bringing it down, guarded by Blaise Kissinger, who gets it to Paul. Paul gets it to Steinhart, who gets a screen. He goes inside, puts it up. Good defense, but rebounded by Xavier Paul for 2.
Physical, man. Physical.
Gallagher bringing the ball down. He goes, spins, puts it up. Get blocked by Leffler, and here come the Indians. It's Xavier Paul to Steinhart. Steinhart for 2. 43-36 in favor of the Indians. They're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. 43-36 in favor of the Indians. Welcome back to the Black Diamond Sports Network. 43-36, 4:31 remaining in the third quarter, and the Indians are getting hot at the right time, Dave.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Malakoski's bringing the ball down. He gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher dribbles, gets it to Griscavage. Griscavage dribbles right. He gets a screen from Malakoski, who then passes it to Kissinger. Oh, miscommunication there, and here goes Colin Steinhart. Steinhart slams it down. 45-36 in favor of the Indians.
Hey, how many points does he get for that dunk? How many? 2.
Kissinger. 3-pointer is good by Blaise Kissinger.
40.
So, you know, hey, it's all good, but
Schroyer passes it to Xavier Paul, then it's back to Steinhart, now to Schroyer in the corner. Schroyer inside, and it's stolen by the Tigers. Here goes Ben Gehret, who gets it to Kissinger, who he dribbles left, now to Griscavage. Griscavage loses it, And it's going to go back to the Indians. Nate Kaletja comes into the game, replacing Leffler. Jake Gehret comes into the game. He replaces Griscavage. Koklinski is an inbound the ball. On the side, he gets it to Xavier Paul. 45-39, 3:20 remaining in the third. Colin Steinhart has it. He gets it to Schroyer. Schroyer to Koklinski. Koklinski gets it to Xavier Paul, who drives right on Gallagher. Good defense by Gallagher. It ends up with Jace Malakoski. Malakoski to Kissinger. He drives down, puts it up, and they call an offensive foul on Blaise Kissinger of the Southern Tigers. Koklinski got underneath and took a charge. Well, you know what? Good call. Steinhart bringing the ball down. Good defense by Ben Gehret, and he gets the layout. 45-41. Koklinski has the ball. Southern Columbia showing tough defense. Shamokin called a timeout. They got the... It's going to be a... Let's see.
Tell you what, Southern's not going away. I'll tell you that right now.
Thank you, Dave.
No problem.
They finally decided it was going to be a full timeout. Walsh gets it into Xavier Paul. Paul gets it to Barrett Walsh. He dribbles left, gets it to Steinhart. Now in the hands of Kaletja. Kaletja to Xavier Paul, gets it to Steinhart on the right wing. They get it into Schroyer, but it's stolen by Ben Gehret. Ben Gehret to Gallagher now. Gallagher bringing it down.
Rokas turned the ball over 3 times in the last 3 times.
He crosses over, puts it up, it gets blocked by Xavier Paul. Turnover. Steinhart has it. He goes down. And it is another turnover for the Indians, Dave.
Oh, it's 4 in a row.
Blaise Kissinger has it. He goes up. Almost got the end one. They called the blocking foul on the Indians.
Yep. They just turn the ball over every time down to 4. 4 straight times down, 4 straight turnovers. That means it's 4 times you didn't get a shot, and Southern got extra.
That is the 4th foul on Barrett Walsh. First shot is good by Blaise Kissinger. Leffler's going to come back into the game for Walsh, the freshman. 35-42, 2:06 remaining. Kissinger's second shot at the line is in and out. Rebounded by Xavier Paul. Leffler to Xavier Paul. He dribbles. Crosses over on Gallagher. He goes inside. And it's stolen by Jace Malakoski. Gallagher has the ball.
Another turnover.
Gallagher has it for the Tigers. Gallagher gets it over to Jake Gehret. Now to Ben Gehret, who throws baseline. Tries to get it to Kissinger. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Tigers. (45-42), 1:39 remaining in the third. Gallagher gets it in. Jake Gehret has it. Good defense by Koklinski. He pokes it out of bounds. 1:37 remaining in the third quarter here. Blaise Kissinger's going to inbound the ball. He gets it to Jace Malakoski up top. Throws it over to Ben Gehret. He dribbles. Ben Gehret to Gallagher. Gallagher for 3. Off. Rebounded by Steinhart. Steinhart bringing it down for the Indians. He gets it to Leffler. Leffler dribbles left, spins on Kissinger. And another turnover by the Indians, Dave. Tigers take over. Ben Gehret goes in on his cousin, Schroyer. and he gets fouled.
2 shots.
From the 5-3-4.
Just third. 15 foul this quarter for the Indians.
Ben Gehret's going to go to the line
For shooting 2, right?
Correct. Third foul on Schroyer. That's something we did not talk about. Big family affair going on in this game.
Yeah, it is.
Ben Gehret makes the first of 2. It's a 2-point lead now for Shamokin. The Tigers have found a way to get this game back down to 2.
Yep.
Second is good for Ben Gehret. 45-44, 105 remaining in the third. Kaletja brings it down, gets it to Leffler. Leffler guarded by Kissinger. He gets it past half court now to Steinhart, who's guarded by Ben Gehret. Good defense by the Tigers. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Indians.
I thought it went off Shamokin's hand. I really did. But you know what? He's right there in front of it, so
that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. That's right.
Steinhart gets it to Koklinski. Koklinski being guarded by Jake Gehret. It's stolen by Jake Gehret. Jake Gehret. He goes down, and the Tigers take the lead. 46-45, 40 seconds remaining. Steinhart bringing the ball down. Steinhart bounce passes it into Xavier Paul. Paul puts it up. Let's see who they call the foul on.
I'll tell you what, it was 45, I think it was 45-46. No,
37 or 8.
Yes. They were up by 7 or 8 points. They were. Shamokin was. They haven't scored in quite a while.
That foul was on Anthony Martino. His first shot for Xavier Paul is good. Second at the line. We're going to see some substitutions. Gallagher and Malakoski come back into the game for Ben Gehret and Anthony Martino. Second at the line. Is good. Gallagher has the ball for the Tigers. 30 seconds remaining. Indians lead by 1. Blaise Kissinger has it. Kissinger gets it to Gallagher up top, guarded by Leffler. 20 seconds remaining. Gallagher has the ball. He gets us. Well, they had a double screen going. He didn't take it. Then he crosses over. Gallagher goes inside. He puts it up. And Nate's the 2. What a play by Nate Gallagher. Leffler lost the ball. Blaise Kissinger goes down. And he gets fouled with 3 seconds remaining.
Fouls are preparing on the end of that. That's the first. Yeah.
48-47. Tigers lead, and Blaise Kissinger's at the line shooting 2.
Tell you what, they've got a lot of trouble with pressure.
He makes the first. Martino comes back into the game. Replacing Jace Malakoski. What a third quarter this has been for the Tigers. Kissinger, second is off. Rebounded by Xavier Paul. Heaves it. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. To start the fourth quarter. Gallagher has the ball. He's bringing it down. Leffler's going to meet him. Guard him man to man. Gallagher still dribbling. Wants a screen. But instead he fake hands it off. Then he gets it inside to Malakoski, who's guarded by Kaletja. Back to Malakoski. He sets a screen for Gallagher. Gallagher drives. Picks up his dribble. Now to Jake Gehret. For 3. Oh, it's in. The junior guard, Jake Gehret, sends the lead to 5 for the Tigers. Xavier Paul brings it down, gets it over to Schroyer. Schroyer goes back, spin on Griscavage. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Indians. $7:19 remaining in the fourth. 52-47 in favor of the Tigers. Steinhart to Paul. Paul to Schroyer. Schroyer loses it, recovers it, gets it to Leffler. Leffler to Steinhart. Steinhart to Xavier Paul. He dribbles, gets it into Schroyer. Nice pass into Schroyer. It's going to be a tie-up. It's going to stay with the Indians.
I'll tell you what, Shamokin had a lot of trouble in that third quarter, handling the pressure.
Turnovers.
9 turnovers in the third quarter. 9. Unbelievable.
52-47, 7:07 remaining here in the final quarter of play. Xavier Paul drives right, spins, puts it up, and it's off. Rebounded by Jace Malakoski. Nate Gallagher has the ball for the Tigers. Gallagher gets a screen from Griscavage. Gallagher for 3. Off and rebounded by Leffler. Leffler bringing the ball down, gets it to Steinhart. Steinhart skip passes to Xavier Paul. He drives right, drives baseline, puts it up, and he gets fouled. See who that foul's on for Southern Columbia.
I think it's on Jace. Yep.
Oh, man. That's a big foul.
I know, you got to play, though. I'll tell you. Guess he's bringing him out.
First shot is good.
Barrett Walsh and those
Second shot at the line for Xavier Paul. Second is good. Ben Gehret's bringing the ball down. Ben Gehret guarded by Xavier Paul. He gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher drives right. He puts it up, and it's good. What a play by the senior Nate Gallagher. And it's back to a 5-point lead. Schroyer has it. He gets it to Xavier Paul. Paul dribbles right. Gets it to Schroyer, but it's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on Griscavage.
It's only his second. Got a lot to give. It's their second foul of the fourth quarter as a team.
54-49, 6:05 remaining. Walsh to Steinhart. Back to Leffler. They get it to Walsh in the corner. It goes through his hands, and that's a turnover for the Indians. Ben Gehret bringing the ball down. Gehret has it. Gets it to Griscavage. Guarded by Xavier Paul. To pass inside to Jake Gehret, and he makes the 2. 56-49. 5:40 remaining here in the final quarter of play. Steinhart into it. Xavier Paul near the corner. He goes inside and makes the 2. Shamokin looks like they're going to take a timeout. Let's see if it's a 4:30. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break here from Shikawimi, 56-51, Southern Columbia. Great game.
Yeah, what a great. Shamokin couldn't hold the lead. They had too much pressure in the third quarter. 4 or 5 straight turnovers straight down the floor. Didn't get a shot. And they're behind by 5 right now. 5 minutes to go.
Ben Gehret gets it to his brother Jake. Back to Ben. Shamokin showing tight pressure. Jake Gehret has it. Gets it to Ben. Now to Jake. He pump fakes. It's in the hands of Kissinger, who goes inside, and they call a blocking foul on Schroyer.
That's his 4th.
4th foul on Schroyer.
Yep.
Blaise Kissinger's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First shot is off. Second at the line. It's good. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 57-51, 5:07 remaining in the fourth. Steinhart bringing it down. He gets it to Xavier Paul, now in the hands of Leffler. Leffler drives left. Reverse layup is good by Andrew Leffler. What a play.
That was a great play.
57-53 now in favor of the Tigers. Gallagher has it.
That's his first points of the game.
Gallagher to Ben Gehret. Ben Gehret bounce passes to Gallagher. He goes inside. Wow, what a play. Threaded the needle, but missed it. And now Steinhart bringing it down. Good pass to Xavier Paul, who puts it up, and it's good. 57-55, Tigers lead. 4:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ben Gehret bringing it down. Gets it to Griscavage on the left wing, who skip passes to Gallagher. And Southern Columbia is going to call a timeout. Let's see if it's going to be a 30 or a full. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break ourselves. 57-55 Southern. Welcome back to the Black Diamond Sports Network. 4:23 remaining in the fourth. 2-point lead for the Tigers here. Ben Gehret has it. He gets it to Nate Gallagher. Back to Ben Gehret. Ben Gehret throws it to Griscavage in the corner. Now he skip passes it to Gallagher. Gallagher now to Ben Gehret. Right in the middle of the center part of the court in the 3-point line. Now to Malakoski.
Yeah, I'm okay with this, but the thing is, when they were pressing Shamokin, putting pressure and running up and down the floor, they beat Shamokin, got in the game and got back and got ahead. Now they're slowing it down. I don't know if they're looking, just trying to hold it or...
Griscavage goes down, misses the layup. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Tigers. The Tigers got a break there.
Almost.
Yep. Shamokin had it. It went through their hands again, tipped out of bounds. 57-55 in favor of the Tigers. Gallagher to Jake Gehret. Now to Malakoski. Hands it off to Jake Gehret, who drives left. Gets it to Griscavage. Now to Gallagher, who gets it to Ben Gehret up top. 3:33 remaining now in the fourth. Jake Gehret gets a screen from Malakoski. Good pick and roll. And it's stolen. Xavier Paul goes out of bounds. He saves it. And here come the Indians.
And that was a great save, wasn't it?
Andrew Leffler has the ball for the Indians. He goes left, spins, pump fakes, and they call it travel.
Yep, absolutely.
Walsh is going to come into the game, replacing Leffler. Ben Gehret's going to bring it down. Ben Gehret dribbles right. Gets it to Gallagher. Gallagher gets it over to Jake Gehret. Now back to Gallagher. Looks like they're trying to, again, play that conservative style of basketball. Gallagher has it now to Malakoski. Ben Gehret to Gallagher. Gallagher throws it to Griscavage. He goes in, puts it up. Good defense by the Indians, but Griscavage gets the rebound. That's going to be a foul now on Kaletja. Yep, fourth.
That is his fourth.
Schroyer and Leffler come back into the game for Koklinski and Kaletja. Shamokin's back to their starting five.
Nice crowd here now, isn't there? Not a lot of empty seats. Yeah, I see 2 or 3.
Malakoski for 2! 4-point lead for the Tigers. 2:30 remaining here in the final play, or final quarter of play. Leffler drives right. Gets it to Walsh. Deep three. It's off and rebounded by Ben Gehret. Gehret drives right. Kicks it out to Jake. Gets it to Malakoski. Now to Gallagher. Gallagher drives right. He hands it off to Ben Gehret, who gets it back to Gallagher. Who goes in? Layup is good. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 2 minutes remaining. Steinhart goes in. Ben Gehret guarding him. Steinhart. Oh, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call that on Braydon Griscavage. Ooh, tough play there, Dave.
Yeah. Well,
Blaise Kissinger in the Tigers line.
Blaise Kissinger comes into the game for Jace Malakoski. Malakoski again, 4 fouls for the Tigers. Steinhart gets it into Xavier Paul. Xavier Paul gets it to Walsh, who gets it to Leffler. Leffler, he dribbles. Gets it to Walsh. Walsh to Xavier Paul. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Xavier Paul.
Well, it's his second.
His second, team's third.
Yep.
Tigers lead by 6 now with 1:39 remaining in the fourth quarter.
They can't allow themselves to Vivian's line in braces to
61-55. Griscavage is going to inbound the ball. He gets it to Gallagher. Two-man press. Gehret has it. Throws it to Malakoski. And they're going to call a foul on the Indians. This will be on Andrew Leffler.
21.
His second, team's fourth. Shamokin area is going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well here. 1:27 remaining in the fourth. 61-55 Tigers. Ben Gehret. They do get it in. Griscavage has it. Guarded by Schroyer. Griscavage. He dribbles around, gets it to Ben Gehret. Now to Gallagher. Gallagher to Jake Gehret. Jake Gehret back to Gallagher. Gallagher to Ben Gehret. And he gets fouled by Leffler.
That was nice. He fouled him, but he put his arm and patted him on the back. You know, that's what we call good sportsmanship, you know?
61-55. 1:15 remaining in the final quarter of play. First is good. Second shot at the line for Ben Gehret. And David is now pretty much standing room only here.
That's what it is. You got it.
Second shot is good. 8-point lead for Southern Columbia. Steinhart to Paul to Leffler. Leffler gets on the ground. Good pass to Xavier Paul, who spins and puts the layup in for
That's a great play from the floor. Really was.
Tigers lead by 6. Ben Gehret has it. Skip passes to Gallagher. Gallagher. He goes down, puts up the layup. It's off. Rebounded by Griscavage, who gets it out to Ben Gehret. And Gehret gets fouled by Steinhart. The Southern faithful acted like it was, it sounded like it was bloody murder.
He grabbed him, he held him, and they patted each other on the back. You know what? Great sportsmanship by both kids. Great job.
6-point lead, 63-57 Tigers. First shot is good. 7-point lead, 47 seconds remaining for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard for them to get back now. I don't know if it's possible.
Good shot for the Tigers. 8-point lead now, 45 seconds remaining. Steinhart has it. He drives, spins, puts it up, gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot too.
Malakoski's out of the game, I think.
It's going to be on Malakoski or Ben Gehret. It's on Ben Gehret.
Oh, it is. I thought it was calling on Malakoski.
The foul.
It just looked like it.
First shot is off by Steinhart. If there was a chance for Shamokin, that would have been it.
That's a lot of points, though.
65-57. Second shot by Steinhart is good. Gallagher gets fouled by Steinhart.
Number 11, Colin.
That's his fourth.
Yes, it is. There's a lot of people with 4 fouls right now. Kaletja, Walsh, Schroyer, Steinhart. They have a lot.
First shot for Gallagher is good.
So the Schroyer checked in full in the answer opposed to trick there.
Second shot is good. Steinhart bringing it down. 67-58. Shamokin turns it over. 67-58 in favor of the Tigers. Griscavage is an inbound that he gets it to Gallagher. Oh, that's going to be a tough foul. It's going to be on Xavier Paul his third.
Yeah, that foul was a little rough. No reason to do that. No reason whatsoever.
Gallagher's first is good. Second shot at the line. Oh, in and out. Steinhart, deep three. Shot is up and off. Rebounded by Malakoski. Now it's back with Gallagher. Gallagher gets it past half court. And he's going to dribble it out. He passes it. Griscavage, and he gets fouled by Schroyer. 8 seconds remaining.
I don't know why you would do that. You're down 10. You know?
He said there's 5 fouls. It is on Schroyer.
Provider section slide and all where the first team.
Now we're going to see 2 shots for Griscavage.
Yep.
First is good. I like it. Griscavage misses it. Rebounded by Steinhart. Steinhart's going to bring it down. He'll put up the 3. And it's off. That's going to be the end of the ball game. Southern Columbia, 11-point victory tonight in the Heartland Conference playoffs over Shamokin, 69-58. Dave, what a game here tonight.
Great game. Great game. I'm just trying to add these figures up, give you a couple of numbers here that we can go over. So, really good. Really a good ball game. Southern just outplayed them in the second half. They really did. They outplayed them.
They outplayed Shamokin area. Turnovers cost the Indians in the fourth quarter.
Turnovers took them out of the ball game because they were up 7 or 8, and before you know it, they were behind. It's too bad. It's just a shame. It's just the way it was. But that's the way it goes. That's why you play the game. That's why you play the game.
69-58 is the final score here.
Tell you what, we got Xavier Paul led Shamokin with 20 points. Schroyer at 11. Colin Steinhart had 11. Andrew Leffler had 2. And Barrett Walsh had 6. Shamokin had about 16 turnovers, and about 7 were in the third quarter. That really hurt them. Southern had 10 turnovers total in the game. What I had. Nate Gallagher 27. Jake Gehret 10. Ben Gehret 8. Blaise 8. Jace Malakoski, he had 4. And Brandon Griscavage had, 8 points. So, great ball game. Really. Great done by both sides. Good job.
69-58, the final score here from Shikellamy High School.